Ian Wright, whose full name is Ian Edward Wright, born on November 3, 1963 in Woolwich, southeast London, stands as one of English football's most compelling late-blooming success stories. Rising from hardship and rejection to become one of the most feared strikers of his generation, Wright's career bridged eras, clubs, and cultures, leaving a legacy defined not only by goals but by resilience, personality, and influence far beyond the pitch. Known for his explosive pace, sharp movement, instinctive finishing, and fiery competitiveness, he carved out a remarkable playing career before transitioning seamlessly into life as a media figure and cultural voice within British sport. As of 2025, Ian Wright's estimated net worth is approximately $20 million, accumulated through his playing career, long-standing media work, broadcasting contracts, commercial endorsements, writing, and television appearances. Wright was born to Jamaican parents and grew up in difficult circumstances. His father was absent, and his childhood was shaped by poverty and an abusive stepfather, experiences that later informed his outspoken advocacy for mental health awareness and support for disadvantaged young people. Despite these challenges, Wright found refuge in football and education, crediting his schoolteacher Sidney Pigden as the first stable and positive male role model in his life. Pigden taught him to read and write and instilled in him a sense of belief that would resurface years later when Wright's career finally took off. The emotional reunion between the two men decades later became one of British television's most poignant moments. Unlike many elite footballers, Wright's path to the professional game was far from straightforward. As a teenager, trials with clubs such as Southend United and Brighton and Hove Albion came to nothing, leaving him to drift through amateur and non-league football. 4 years, he played Sunday League football with 10MB in South London, becoming a prolific scorer but with little hope of breaking into the professional ranks. Financial hardship defined this period, and at one point, while his partner was pregnant, Wright served a short prison sentence for unpaid driving fines. That experience proved transformative. He later recalled breaking down in tears in his cell and promising himself he would pursue football with absolute commitment. His professional breakthrough finally arrived in 1985 when Crystal Palace, alerted by non-league connections, offered him a trial. Then manager Steve Coppell was impressed, and Wright signed his first professional contract just shy of his 22nd birthday, in a deal memorably completed for a piece of weightlifting equipment rather than cash. From the outset, Wright made an impact, quickly establishing himself as a dynamic forward with an eye for goal. At Crystal Palace, Wright formed a devastating partnership with Mark Bright, a duo that propelled the club back into the top flight via the playoffs in 1989. Wright's 1988-89 season was exceptional, as he scored freely across competitions and became central to Palace's attacking identity. His reputation grew further during Palace's memorable run to the 1990 FA Cup final, where he came off the bench to score twice against Manchester United, forcing a replay. Although Palace ultimately lost the replay, Wright's big-game mentality was unmistakable. By the early 1990s, Wright had established himself as one of the most lethal strikers in English football. He reached 100 goals for Palace, helped the club achieve its highest-ever league finish at the time, and earned full England honours. Over 6 seasons, he scored 117 goals for the club, becoming their post-war record scorer and later being honoured as Crystal Palace's Player of the Century. In September 1991, Wright made a career-defining move to Arsenal for a then-club record fee of £2.5 million. His impact at Highbury was immediate and explosive. He scored on his debut, followed it with a league hat-trick, and finished his first season as the top scorer in English football despite splitting the campaign between two clubs. For 6 consecutive seasons, Wright was Arsenal's leading scorer, a testament to both his consistency and durability. During the 1990s, Wright became synonymous with Arsenal's success. He played a crucial role in the club's FA Cup and League Cup double in 1993, scoring in both FA Cup finals against Sheffield Wednesday. He was also instrumental in Arsenal's European Cup Winners' Cup triumph in 1994, even though suspension ruled him out of the final itself. His relentless pressing, predatory instincts, and emotional connection with supporters made him a fan favorite, while his goal celebrations became iconic. Wright's time at Arsenal spanned managerial upheaval and tactical evolution, yet he continued to thrive even as he entered his 30s. Under Arsene Wenger, he enjoyed a late-career renaissance, scoring 23 league goals in the 1996-97 season and breaking long-standing records. In September 1997, he surpassed Cliff Baston to become Arsenal's all-time leading scorer, a moment marked by a memorable hat-trick and a celebratory message emblazoned on his undershirt. Although that record was later overtaken by Thierry Henry, Wright remains Arsenal's second-highest goal-scorer in history, with 185 goals in 288 appearances. Injuries curtailed Wright's final season at Arsenal, and although he was part of the squad that completed the historic league and cup double in 1998, his involvement was limited. He departed later that year, closing one of the most productive chapters in the club's history. The latter stages of Wright's playing career included shorter spells at West Ham United, Nottingham Forest, Celtic, and Burnley. While he no longer reproduced his Arsenal form consistently, he continued to score important goals and brought experience and leadership to each side. His time at Celtic was particularly challenging, marked by intense scrutiny and abuse from sections of the fan base, experiences that reinforced his understanding of football's darker pressures. Wright retired from professional football in 2000, having scored more than 300 goals in senior competition. Internationally, Wright's England career never fully reflected his club-level achievements. Despite earning 33 caps and scoring 9 goals, he was often overlooked or used sparingly under successive managers. He played key roles in qualification campaigns and produced memorable performances, including goals against Poland, San Marino, Italy, and South Africa. Injuries ultimately denied him the chance to appear at a major tournament finals, a lingering frustration in an otherwise distinguished career. Following retirement, Wright transitioned into media with remarkable success. His charisma, honesty, and emotional intelligence made him a natural broadcaster. He hosted and appeared in a wide range of television programs, from entertainment shows to hard-edge documentaries, and became a familiar voice on radio. As a football pundit, he emerged as one of the most respected figures in the industry, contributing to BBC, ITV, Sky Sports, and other major platforms. His analysis combined tactical insight with empathy for players, shaped by his own unconventional journey. Wright also became a powerful advocate for women's football, particularly Arsenal women, using his platform to challenge inequality and promote the growth of the women's game. His influence extended into writing, music, advertising, and acting, including appearances in high-profile television series and films. In his personal life, Wright is a devoted family man. He adopted Sean Wright Phillips, the son of his former partner Sharon Phillips, when Sean was young, and later had another son, Bradley, with Phillips. Both Sean and Bradley went on to become professional footballers, continuing the family's footballing lineage as did Sean's son Marjo. Wright also has another son from a different relationship. He later married Nancy Hallam, with whom he has daughters, and has spoken openly about the importance of stability and love in contrast to his own upbringing. Wright has received numerous honors in recognition of his contributions to football and society, including an MBE, later elevated to an OBE, induction into the Premier League Hall of Fame, and being named a Freeman of the City of London. By 2025, he was also recognized as one of the most influential Black Britons in the UK, a reflection of his impact beyond sport. Ian Wright's story is one of perseverance, transformation, and authenticity. From prison cell vows to record-breaking afternoons, from raw striker to respected broadcaster, his journey embodies the power of resilience and self-belief. Few figures in English football have connected generations of supporters quite as deeply, or used their platform with such conviction and humanity. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like, share with friends, and please subscribe.